Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So the Junior World Championships is happening at the moment in Dushanbe. Fukuda, he took gold, so he's 2 times Junior World Champion. And he's known for his newaza, ridiculous newaza, insane scrambles, and he's got this hold down that he does. For the most part, it just looks like a normal tate shiho gatame, but what he does with the legs, he's kind of riding people. Reminds me a little bit of Khabib, to be honest, what he does with his legs. But anyway, what I want to say is his stand-up, his throwing ability is really improving. And I put a clip at the end of this video from the All Japan Junior University Championships. Actually, I'm not sure if you have to be a university student, but it's the junior competition here anyway. He won that as well, and he was throwing people left, right, and center. So ever since going to Tendi University, he's really upped his throwing game. And one thing about Tendi is they don't do a lot of newaza. They just do 3 or 4 rounds. I know a guy who is in the same year and in the same weight class as Fukuda at Tendi, so he's in there with him every day, and just not a lot of newaza. So, I mean, he's definitely got the skills, probably developed a lot at high school. You can see it here, this weird tate shiho that he does. But now with the increased mat time in the stand-up, I mean, he's really improving his throwing game. So this is against Jonathan Yang, and Jonathan, he took gold at the cadets recently, and that made a bit of news. I think he was the first American to do so. To be honest, I didn't follow the cadets that closely. But I do have to say, Fukuda really walked through Yang. Threw him multiple times, not for a score. And then here, a really good attempt with a seoinage. And immediately goes into his transitions. And for 90% of the people on the tatami who end up in this situation, they can't get out of it. But have a look at this. Yang bridges. And you can see him really pushing down the ankles of Fukuda, gets his feet on the mat, bridges, and then he slides this knee underneath Fukuda's leg and manages to actually get out of the osaikomi. Here it is here, the bridge, and then the knee goes under his leg. So if anyone is wondering how to escape Fukuda's osaikomi, that's how you do it. But for Yang, I mean, he did well to survive in the newaza, but then Fukuda just came back. Big throw attempt here, and once again, I mean, he is not deterred. Ends up on top, and he already had the wazari, so just 10 seconds to win the contest. But it does look like the key is to use your own feet, push down on Fukuda's, break the lock, and then start bridging. Once you can get your feet on the tatami, I think a lot of people are gonna watch that and learn from it. Now this is the semi-final against Imranov. Now these two met in the final last year, so Fukuda already has a win against him. And this is going to be a little bit frustrating for Imranov. You know what it felt like a year ago. You probably trained really hard. You're seeing the different levels that are out there in the world, and you're probably just trying to catch up to people like Fukuda. But you never know, this could be a big rivalry heading into the future. Obviously Azerbaijan, really strong judo nation. Now this contest was quite interesting. Fukuda, I didn't think this was a bad attack here, but he gets a shido for it, and this will be the second one. So he got 2 quick shidos for dropping, and then he kind of came out, kind of like Abe Hifumi did at the Olympics, and said, I'm just going to throw him. And have a look at this. This is a really nice ippon. Big throw. Didn't drop. Stay strong on his feet. Threw that hip in there and smashed him. Now the final against Kodbaninov, this was a quick one. Basically the first contact, Fukuda takes him down and does what he's been doing all day. There's the seoinage. Doesn't need it to score, he just needs to wrap onto someone's back, get that hand behind the belt. Now, his opponent tried to roll in the opposite direction, but Fukuda was ready for it. And then, have a look at that. Have a look at this again. So as Kudbaninov takes his hand off that sleeve, Fukuda readjusts to the neck. So you can really see he's got all the parts figured out. He knows all the steps. If you do this, I'm going to do that. And this is so tight. He's got that lock behind his opponent's knees, so he can't push down on his ankles. Absolutely incredible. So Fukuda, 2 times world champion at under 60. Juniors though, I'd like to see him in some more senior level competitions. It's going to be good. And I'll just leave you guys with some highlights from the All Japan Junior Level University Tournament. I'm not sure exactly what to call it in English. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.